Put a smile on my face when me a eat the cucumber. It's your girl Macka Diamond and you're tuning into the IFE Top 10. Don't change that dial, keep it locked. Yeah. How do I get started in the music business? I get started, I think, from school days. I felt I used to be active in all of the entertainment things, school concerts, stuff like that. But the real big game was I was planning that as I leave school, I am heading straight into this industry. That I'm seeing all these artists. My school, when I used to take the bus home, I usually be in the middle of Alpha Tree, where they usually have skate land. So there were all the superstars were standing outside there in Skateland, and every top artist they were there, and every time I go on the bus going home, I was always saying, I'll soon be there, I'm soon coming over there, I'm gonna be there. So it was like about 87, 86, 87. That's when after graduation I said this is it, and I start going over by Alpha Tree at the Skateland and introducing myself to people and getting to know the business. Well, the Macka Diamond is a very strange situation, Back in the days, I had a problem with name. I had to change my name several times because my original name is Charmaine Monroe. So what happened, I started out as Lady Charm. I tried to make up the name of my original name. Then comes a female artist by the name of Sister Charmaine that break out before me. So what happened, it was a confusion. So everybody was like, you don't need to use that name. Somebody already, because I was saying I was actually Charmaine and I didn't use the Charmaine. But she came and used her name as a Charmaine, and then she was running the place at the time. So then I started to say Lady Worries. Then one day I remember working with a producer. He died now, King Tubbies, and he was like, there was a Major Mackerel song that was hot at that time. Can Rashid and Bancar. So I decided I wanted to counteract it. So I counteracted and can Rashid and girl can. So I went to King Tubbies happily and said, I have a counteraction that's gonna mash up the place. And I said, let me hear it. So when I started singing the song to you, the only way I put out that you have to name Lady Mackerel. And then I was like, oh, like, but back in the days, you so want the bus so badly. And I said, okay. And I took the name because I had all these name problem anyway. So I took the name and the song was playing all over the radio. I was excited, and then I started naming this Lady Mackerel, and I was like, oh, everybody was troubling me, about the name, and everybody was like, that's why you salt, so you salt mackerel, and them troubling. And I remember we were approaching the 2000, but growing up in my community. Other than that, I had a friend that adopted a little girl, and she used to couldn't pronounce the mackerel well, so she used to come up again, and she was like, Macka, Macka. So the whole community was already calling me Macka. And then I had a sister living in New York. She used to just come to Jamaica to party with me, and she was always wearing this blingy stuff, and we call her Diamond. And when Diamond is coming from New York, everybody happy because I'm going to be partying, and she bringing clothes and shoes for me, and Lady Mackerel, I got hot, and I got these blingy stuff, and I got party Diamond. And I remember one year when it was approaching the 2000, I said, no, change the name, because 2000 I come, I'm in a bus, so I can't change it. I need to reinvent myself. And I remember calling Lady G, and I said, Lady G, no, I'm gonna change my name. And she said, I have a rhythm too, man. I'm gonna record it on the rhythm, man. I said, why if I record on the rhythm? I'm gonna use my new name, but I'm working on the new name. And I remember that the December was coming, and the other year was gonna be 2000. And my sister came for this Christmas, and I said to her, I'm gonna change my name. And she said, what are you gonna call yourself? I said, I'll call myself Macka Diamond. I'm going to teeth your diamond name. And she said, no problem, it sounds good. And I'm just from that, as a January morning started, I just started to record and doing stuff. And I said, that's my new name now. It's a new millennium. I'm going to make a change. And wow, the name just worked for me. And then I started to talk about all this money thing. Money, and it's all about the diamond and the money. And everything just went, my career just took off from that. That's how I really got the name. I came in the business with a lot of female, Lady G, Mama Nancy. I think when I came in the business, actually, Mama Nancy was already established. I met her a couple times before she migrated, and she was like, I'm gonna be migrating soon, and stuff like that. So I more get time to really be around like the Lady G and the Lady Anna bit, Sister Charmaine. And but my crew of girls were like the Patra, Lady Junior Ranks, Lady G, and they were great, especially the one called Lady Junior. because I'm from Portmore, she used to be close to me, and she was the one that let me knew King Tubby's. And I used to go to look for her at her house, and I would be outside on our steps sitting and say, I want, because at that time she was doing way better, flying out, and having her songs, and was managed by King Tubby's. And she was the one that really brought me to King Tubby's and was bringing me out, And then comes Lady G, and all of us became friends, and we started to hang out at Gemini Club, and we had Sassafras there at that time, and he was great with the female artists. So all of us were more, we were more powering together those days, and there was a lot of them, and it was fun. They were great. They were great people. Were really a role model. Yeah, they were definitely. As I tell you that when I was in the school bus every evening, because I had to take the bus in Alpha Tree, and the bus would circle Alpha Tree before it would go home. And when I look over the skate line, I used to see Mama Nancy, and I was like, I'm gonna come and join her soon. I'm gonna be big like her. And I was always just pointing over there and said, that's Mama Nancy, and I'm talking to my friends. I'm in the bus and said, that's Mama Nancy, and I'm gonna be big like she one day, and I'm gonna go over there to the party, And I used to see her a lot over there, and Lady G and all those girls with the men standing over there. So they motivated me a lot. I was like, every day I call my art class to say I'm gonna go draw the trees and run to the back. But meanwhile I'm running there entertaining the girls, beating on the paint pans, and they were all like, Charmaine not easy, and sometimes I get punishment for it, and I was told to stand up in a corner when I come back, because no work was done more than my art class was my favorite time. That's the only time I get to DJ my lyrics them. You understand? So I'm look at one lyrics them. We used to have some lyrics that were, boy, if you hear them now you laugh. I can't even count no more. Being in the business, people ask me, how long you're in the business? I can't count no more. A lot of people say to me, okay, it's about 3 decades. So I'm in the business from I was 16. I was actually the youngest female until Patra came. Being in the business, it just, what I would say to even artists that is coming up, they just have to be focused. The longevity is the love. Music is a relationship. I mean, it's like a husband and wife. It is very jealous. It is like it is your other partner. So if it's a male, it is your wife. If it's a female, it is your husband, because it is jealous. So once you stop ignoring it, nothing will happen. So that's the key, I think, to my longevity. I have spent a lot of time where I gave up certain part of my life just to be with my career. Empowering is one of the key, because what happened to me, I am a Capricorn. I think because of the sign I rule under, I think we love, we love people, we love realness. So I mean, I am a person that I like to sing about things that people can relate to. It doesn't make sense that I do other things that is fiction. It won't make no sense. So these are the things that make my music empowering to women, because I would just see somebody here in a situation and turn it into a music. And that is what I do. I like to do something that people can relate to, even if it's laughter, fun, or gimmicks. But at the end of the day, when you look into it, it's a serious situation, or it's a happy situation, or it's a situation somebody can take and do something good with. So that's how it's like an art for me. Like I like sing something and you can imagine it. It is very important, especially in our dancehall music. It is a quick thing, always moving fast. Sometimes I have to dress back and relax and think again, but it is very important, because people are always looking for something new, some new look, something fascinating, and it is very important for us to stay focused, and that is where I said it comes in, where my music is like a relationship to me. So I sit sometime and I talk to the music. I'll be at home by myself, I'll be like, what's next? Something need to come up, and and then it will just talk back to me. Something in the atmosphere will just talk back to me, and I know that's the next move. Well, our artist and sound clash culture is about they enforce this thing in dancehall, because it is a competition, they say, and who is lyrically better, or who can cuss people. But I don't know. I'm not. sometimes it is a thing that even if you run from it, you have to endure it, because once you go on top, they're gonna start to compete. So it is a part of the culture that they believe in, and which is good too, because it makes money. Especially with the sound clashes, you can do your dub plates, you can, and dub plates is a part of our extra earning, which is good. And for our two artists to clash, you can make money. So it's a competitive part of the dancehall world that I don't really see nothing wrong with it, but it's just that some of us get caught up in it, and we have to just know that, so it's set. And but it is something that even me cannot explain. It's a world that has been created years ago, even long before me, and we just have to. It isn't just part of the dancehall. For the clash thing, I know it gets serious at times, and that's the only part of it I don't really like. But once we are making money and we're just doing it for the money, it's good for me, and I like it that way. But it gets tensional because we don't know. So I study dance, I said it's just crabs. It's just war. We don't care about nothing. It's like they just say, "Hey, it's you or me," or it's just a no care situation. So you just have to stay strong. And even if you're going to the situation and you don't win, you just continue your career. It's just part of life. Well, the macadam and lady, so I would say it was something I was trying to tell her. I was trying to talk to her, but the whole ego system of our dancer. I was trying to say to her, me and you at a level where we need to do this. We need to do it on a friendly basis. We need to do something with the people there, because I be say Mobile and Cartel, I take it over. So I was trying to, but she took it more, like aggressively, like more like I was bad minding her or something. But she didn't. Sometimes we're talking to people in a musical language, but they don't understand. Like I said, listen to me, Movard and Cartel doing this. Mama, you reach a stage where you are Macka, but let's take over this place. We need two women to be in that position. But the woman them a little bit sensitive, and we cannot understand it. And I guess she wasn't understanding where we were coming from. I mean, the producers were planning it that way, that we can. She was just need to just do some more song, and me do some more song, and they look me and her take over the whole place, and to that be the first in history. As two females that really stand out doing that, and just doing real songs, and making the thing look good. But maybe somebody else will work with. And the female clashes are a little bit sensitive, because we get a little bit dramatic sometimes. So, but one day I think it's gonna work. When the woman them come stand up to, and it have a look a nice impression. Remember saying, when with me and mama starting, I could have just go on the internet or go somewhere and face and just say me a this or so. It's a song. It's a song. But so at the end of the day, it was shown. Just said, do a next song now. But I guess it's maybe we do it the wrong way. We should just link her, or the producer them link her, and we say we plan it properly. But I mean, for somebody who is listening to this interview or who know about music, maybe at least them understand also. In time it plan or don't know how it goes. Say, just make it set that way. Because that's what Cartel did. I admire that. He just went on and move on to catch on sensibly, and just did some songs, and it was amazing career for them. You know. Well, Cucumber, yeah, Cucumber is my latest, and it's doing great. I'm loving the feedback. I mean, it's. I mean, when I do a song and I start to hear from people that I don't hear from for years, I know it's doing well. Because if we keep traveling to certain countries that don't experience it, and we drop and we leave our new songs and we go on the radio and we promote it, that is what helps it a lot. And plus the internet also, the internet is really doing well for our music and sending it all over, because you find that even the rappers and the American artists, they get to see us easier. And so it is the whole internet. I would say the internet and traveling to those countries. Definitely, because right now I have a song that is 3.7 million views on my Vivo, and I'm not even promoting that song, but the song is mashing up all of the French and the Spanish countries and getting You know, I mean, if I go and sing that song anywhere now in Costa Rica, Honduras, somewhere, you know, Suriname, some crazy place, it's crazy forward. So I just went to Seychelles in Africa the other day, and it was crazy. You know, that's the song there. So that's what the music does. You know, whatever you send out will connect somewhere in the world. You know, that is why I always say the music is big like the sky. So the sky is the limit. So we just do it and send it out. Oh, this happened the process of suing Google. I mean, there was a lot of people taking they were controlling up my window. What the word? Wikipedia, right? They were all over it, changing my age. I mean, because of my birthday just went in January the other day, and I was like, I just put out something on the internet, something there to guess my age, and everybody was the greatest scene about it, you know. But it was. I mean, it was just to coming out and say, listen to me, Google, fix the things, because I'm gonna sue you, you know. Honestly, up to now I still can't find the balancing because I'm always busy and stuff like that. But I try. I'm doing better now, and how do I manage to keep in shape? It's all about I was doing the same thing, researching and trying to figure out what I'm gonna keep in shape, and especially when you start to be doing this lot of work and years of traveling, and you know your body beat up and things. So what I did was change my diet, and I started to eat different, and for about 3 years now, 2 years perfect, and that's when I started to know how to really see my balance. I find that I can go home and say, okay, 2 days I'm not doing nothing, I'm gonna sleep and still stay focused, and I try to eat stuff that will keep my energy level up and relax me, and let me stay focused. So it's really my what I eat now, and how I try to stay exercising, you know, and exercising, and keep my body, my focus. It's a focus now more than anything else. Yeah, because a lot of people will say that, oh, well, it more female in the business than before and her. But I agree. I think it is still male dominating, and I think the male have not really pushing females a lot. They really push us in the background a lot, and we are less paid. We have to do more work. It is a struggle same way. I would agree. It's struggling same way. But as I said, it's just the love. Especially for that is why I am in it for long. It's the love that has kept me. What are the things I'm seeking to accomplish? I mean, well, the sky's the limit, and as long as you're still alive, you're gonna want to accomplish. And well, as I said, my new healthy lifestyle is leading me to the cucumber sound, which is doing well. Which I think my next big move is gonna be entertaining ladies, and talking to them about their health, and I think maybe I'm gonna be some motivational speaker along the way. Something is going on, something down the line pertaining to that, and I'm looking forward to that. And I have my businesses coming out soon. I have a steam, you know, pink pearl steam for the ladies, you know, that coming out soon also. I'm looking to the cucumber wine or the cucumber drink, something. So I mean, and for definitely summer next year, I'm gonna be dropping my album. Summer 2020 not gonna pass. It's gonna be the 2020 album. It's gonna be crazy. So I have a lot. There's so much gonna be happening. The travels, they you know, getting to sing my song and whatever song is going on in that country touring, making some reggae music, you know, some real reggae songs. I mean, I started already. So, you know, it just sky's the limit for me right now.
Hope you liked our video. If so, subscribe. Don't forget the bell for notifications and give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you're thinking by writing a comment or visit IFETOP10.com for more entertainment news. Thanks for watching.